Then you apply your light cure temporary base. This is going to be a temporary base. It has to be a material that is made, a material that gives you a sturdy fit. Yeah.
The same thing we used before.
Yeah, the same thing you use for the custom tray. All right. In some practices, if you'll find people using wax, they will use a thick piece of wax to use a temporary base. I am in total disagreement with that because that could actually twist and warp. Sometimes you get some coming to the lab that it's all twisted up. They forgot it in their car on the back seat. All right. So you need a firm base on which to construct this. Yeah. So we'll go back to this material now. I have a scalpel somewhere, Mike. Do I have a scalpel somewhere? A scalpel? Just put it nearby. Do you have a scalpel anyway there?
Yeah, I get it.
It's cool, most of it is slipping. Alright.
But you have to dry the material before.
Yeah, the material needed to be dry. Somebody give me one of their casts. You have a cast there? Material is still wet. I'm just drying off this cold mold seal because it's a little bit wet and hard to manipulate. Yeah, I'll get it manipulated on this.
No, but it was from the plastic one.
This is it.
Yeah, it was. Oh, okay.
Alright, so we adapted there. We know we have some teeth here. Yeah.
You don't stretch this one too much.
No, this is going to form just a base, a temporary base for your denture. It's not going to be part of the denture. It's just a base, temporary base that is going to be thrown away after. Yeah. It's a little bit miserable because this cold mold seal is slipping. Instead of you all sitting and watching me, you all could start, you know. I feel so. Yeah? No, you're working in groups, remember that, right? So you got to bring, again, select the best cast that you all might have. You're supposed to have a temporary cast. The cast that I gave you from the mold, yeah, that's the one you're waxing upon. The one you did the custom tray on, yes, I think so. Some of your teeth pop off. Alright. Well, then get that one. We'll is the same. Yeah, it has to be this configuration, yeah. Hmm? Select the best one in your group, and let's make the base on it. Right, this is nice. Right, you make your. I don't want you all use this. This is a little bit too soapy. Get the other one for me, please, Atem. The dilute that we normally use for auto. Alright, and that's your base there, basically. We're going to adapt it a little more precise shortly. Alright, and your acrylic denture is going to come from the haminal notch area. You're going to allow the base to cover the haminal notch area, and you're going to deviate slightly towards your palate. You need to free that palatal fovea there because that's a salivary gland. Seen it? Okay, you cannot cover it obviously. Alright, because saliva is going to get under the denture and cause dislodging. So you're going to just have to free up that where they could, because they need to use that still. Yeah. Yeah. You could go just a couple millimeters before the palatine fovea, yeah? The edentulous area. Well, the flange in the and when we actually waxing up this denture, we will go almost to the depth of the sulcus. All right. But when you actually fit in an acrylic denture in the patient, it may impinge in that area, so you need to take it back according to the comfort of the patient. Yeah.
No, but for the custom tray material, how about?
No, this is. I don't want you all to see this as custom tray. Stop even calling it custom tray. The base plate, the temporary base. All right. I would just go just on the ridge, on the crest of the ridge. Yeah. Right. Now what we're supposed to do is supposed to have two different colors to identify. The base normally is pink and the custom tray is normally blue. All right. So I don't want you all to mix up the.
So this is the correct one to use.
Yeah, this is the correct one for you. The custom tray should have been blue. Yeah. Should have been a blue color to this, just so that you don't make that error of mixing up between custom tray and base plate. There's light cure sheets. Let's refer to it like that now. Alright? And the reason why I'm correcting it now is that we have a lot of people that when they get on the clinic, they confuse as to what is custom tray material, what is base plate material. Right? And they sort of start to put that on their prescription. And it confuses the lab. Whether they really want a base plate or whether they want a custom tray. Alright? So it's a little bit confusing.
So call this base plate?
When you're referring to this one, this is the temporary base plate. Alright? The other one is the custom tray, right? I know you're a little bit thing with the color, just because of the color. Alright, so you're trimming up to the height of contour of the tooth, and that would have been represented on your survey line. Right? Remember when you surveyed right inside? Yeah. Okay. On the other side, you're going again just under the cingulum. Yeah, the material is now starting to behave a little bit. Yeah. Seeing that? Yeah. All right, and I'm looking at. Yeah. And your guide planes here, you need to just clear them a bit. All right, and I think I'm almost ready for curing there now. Right, we would have blocked out the undercut on the anteriors like that. So stay clear of that. And that is basically when we removing this acrylic base, you have to make sure there's no obstruction there too as well. Right, we ready to cure? Yeah?
You want it there or leave it here?
It doesn't matter, you could cure it anyway.
How much minutes? 6?
Yeah, the normal thing, yeah.
Once you go on wax, straight 6.
Yeah. Right, you all see that? Take a photo of that. That is your temporary base. Yeah.
So what were you saying that you take it up to, like you don't put it at the base, you put it at
Pardon?
where you put it to where you're, the line that you surveyed?
Yeah, because you would have seen the height of contour there. If there are severe undercuts there, you would have had to block it off, but in this case there's none. Alright? Because you don't want the base to go on, lock into any undercut areas, right? So that's one of the reasons why you survey that area too as well. Alright?
So this temporary base, this is what you actually do to the patient?
No, this temporary base, the function of this temporary base is to build rims onto it, and for Dr. Amit is going to demonstrate that to you next week. We're going to take a Facebook, which is a record of the maxilla condyle relationship, and you're going to take a centric occlusion, a bite in centric occlusion, because